welcome to MASL TV, Van McNeil alongside Henry Amini. Yeah, there's nothing better, Hen, than rivalry soccer. These two teams do not like each other. They have not liked each other for decades.
Van, this is a rivalry that goes way back, but today this is an especially charged matchup. Milwaukee Wave fighting for that top spot. Baltimore Blast in first, Milwaukee Wave just behind them in second.
Hoping and praying for a first-round bye as we've got 2 games left here in the regular season. Today against Baltimore, next Sunday against Utica City. This is a must-win for your Milwaukee Wave today.
That's right, Van.
Let's check in with our players to watch for today's game.
Then first for the Baltimore Blast is number 22 forward Juwan Pereira. In last night's defeat to the Kansas City Comets, Pereira, who led the way for the Blast with 3 goals, 1 assist added to his team, leading in points with 37. That's Juwan Pereira. And then also for the Baltimore Blast is number 23 midfielder Jonatas Mello. Mello also contributed offensively last night with a goal and an assist. Mello is currently second on the team in points with 34 points in 21 games played.
All right, your players to watch for the Baltimore Blast. Now for your Milwaukee Wave. Let's keep an eye on number 44, midfielder Alex Steinwasser. After registering a hat trick for your Milwaukee Wave and a win against Utica on Friday, which marked 9 points in his last 3 appearances, Alex currently sits third on the team in scoring with 33 points. Please keep an eye on midfielder number 44, Alex Steinwasser. And our next player to watch is number 22, Richard Rabold, one of the newest additions to your Milwaukee Wave, scoring 2 goals and 1 assist in the Wave's 17-2 victory against Utica on Friday night. So those are your players to watch for today's game. We're going to take a quick break. It's the Baltimore Blast. It's your Milwaukee Wave live from Milwaukee at UW Milwaukee Panther Arena. We'll be right back. This is MASL TV.
We are just about set to go here from Panther Arena in downtown Milwaukee, Wisconsin. The major arena soccer league, the Milwaukee Wave hosting the Baltimore Blast. Tom went along with Wave legend and Hall of Famer Art Kramer. And AK, big one today, the first place Blast against the tied for second place Milwaukee Wave.
Yeah, and we should be a lot more chipper than the Blast, who drove through the night after playing in Kansas City last night. And they just arrived in Milwaukee at 8 this morning, so not a lot of turnaround time here for the Blast as they get ready for this big matchup against the rival Wave.
KC defeating the Blast by a score of 8-5 last night at the Cable Diamond Arena in Independence, Missouri. That broke Baltimore's 8-game winning streak, but nonetheless, the Blast still topping the MASL table, 13-7-2 overtime losses with a total of 39 points. 6-4-1 on the road. They have scored 141, given up 122. And for the Wave, which is coming off a 17-2 victory over the Utica FC here in Milwaukee on Friday night, the Wave at 13-7-2, so similar record to the Blast, just one less regulation win for Milwaukee. 7-3-0 at home. Wave has scored 159, given up 128. So both teams with some pretty healthy margins as far as the goal difference. We're underway Wave in the black and yellow uniforms, going left to right as we face it. Alex Sanchez, the league's leading scorer, cracks a shot in. That's doesn't find the mark. And coming up with it on the near boards and getting dumped was Mike Da Silva.
An early restart here for the Wave. I think restarts and special teams are going to be a major factor in this one. The Blast had 5 special team goals last night against Kansas City. All 5 of their goals in a 7-5 loss.
Ian Bennett touches it back. Sanchez, who can shoot it with either foot, fires out of the corner. Oscar Flores in front, trying to play it to the middle. Blast takes it away. And Jairo Rivera will now start upfield. He's dumped on the play by Ricardo Carvalho. So the foul called on Ricardo. There you get a look at the 36-year-old Brazilian star. Ricardo now in his 10th season in the league, is 3rd with the Wave. Coming off a broken toe that had hindered him, actually knocked him out of the lineup for a couple of months earlier this season, but he has come back strong. Talking about Carvalho. Both he and Ian Bennett, the legendary Ian Bennett, the second leading goal scorer and point scorer in the history of this league, both recovering from in-season surgery and also looking very good. Ian had a knee issue that he had scoped out a couple of months ago. Blast controlling. Espina with a touchback for Kevon Frater, the Jamaican native, in his 2nd season. Fires a shot that's off the mark. Coming away with it. Up the near wing is Oscar Flores, the rookie from Venezuela, by way of Chicago. Looks like the Blast may have gotten away with a foul there, but we play on.
Flores went down. Referees felt he embellished it a little bit.
Kyle Trimble, Drew Klemp are our officials for today. And we've seen Kyle obviously a number of times throughout the years. Drew Klemp, I believe, maybe a couple of times here in the past. Not very often, though.
Well, one thing the Wave's going to need to do is keep the play in front of him today. I thought Stefan Stokic for Kansas City had a real nice game plan last night against the Blast, where didn't allow anything in the front of play, 5v5. All their goals came from special teams.
Mario Alvarez able to momentarily get possession of it as he challenged Juan Pereira. Pereira is their top scorer with a total of 37 points, 6th in the league. Again, Sanchez from Milwaukee leads with 46 points.
Pereira had 3 goals last night and an assist.
So pretty good night last night for the Blast forward. Hopefully he got some of the scoring out of his system, at least as far as Wave Nation is concerned. And speaking of getting goals out of the system, the Wave putting up 17 against Utica. So, of course, Milwaukee fans hoping that the Wave have a few goals in reserve. At 17 set an all-time Wave MASL single game high, again, since the Wave has been in the MASL. But they had it all going the other night.
Well, the Blast's game plan is pretty simple. Get 5 behind the ball, make it very tough to score against them, and then keep good possession when they have the ball.
There's Richard Rabel, number 22, the Rabel Rouser, playing in his 4th game for Milwaukee. Sanchez coming in, fires a shot and a goal! Saucy Sanchez! A postage stamp from the left board, and the Wave leads it 1-0.
Well, the MASL's leading scorer, Sanchez, that time going down the left side, and he just beat Gonzalez up high with the shot, or Rodriguez, I should say, up high to the left side. Watch it one more time on the replay, just right there. Fired one to the far post, and you said caught the postage stamp right there.
And I believe it's going to be Richard Rabel with the assist. So, Wave jumps out with the first goal of today's contest. Sanchez, his league-leading 30th of the year. Again, his career high coming into the season had been 27, which he established last year when he racked up a total of 48 points. He now has a total of 47 this year after his 30th goal of the campaign. And Richard Rabold, who's been an instant impact player for the Wave, picks up another point.
Well, last night against Kansas City, Rodriguez had trouble with some of the high shots in that one. Sanchez right off the bat here beats him up to the left-hand corner.
Richard Rabold getting his 3rd assist and his 6th point overall in just 4 games.
That's the way you like to get an assist, Tom. Just easy dish, and the guy takes it on his
does
on
the
his
rest
own.
of it himself.
Yep.
Yeah. No doubt. No doubt. You take those all day. Chad Porch, last year's MASL Newcomer of the Year, now in his 2nd season with the Blast. Milwaukee's Oscar Flores, in his 1st season this year, looking like a strong candidate to be the Newcomer of the Year. Oscar, the 4th leading scorer on the Wave, with 23 goals, 8 assists for 31 points. Down in the far corner, Nico Williams, the Chicago area native. Omar Sila tied with the Wave's Mario Alvarez for the playmaking leadership in this league, each with 20 assists. Now Emmanuel Belliard started the year in Utica, picked up in a midseason trade, playing just his 5th game for the Blast. Carvalho trying to come over and knock it away, but the Blast still a chance. And that shot turned away by Willie Benahene. First time Willie's been tested today, and he makes a save. Here they come right back, and a kick save, stopping Jairo Rivera. So Willie B with a couple of nice saves to start his day.
Well, last night, Kansas City got a nice game by Philip Ejimadu, their keeper, and the Wave's going to need a big game from Willie Benahene today.
Oh, but a great move there. Kavan Fader and the Janacum native puts it home, and we are tied at 1 apiece. Not too many goalkeepers that would have stopped that one where he put it.
No, Kavan Frater is a target player who's really been coming on as this season has worn on. And he gives the Blast a nice target presence up front. But a little move from right to left, and a quick release right here. Beautiful shot that beat Willie B up high to the right-hand side.
Frater, their 4th leading scorer, gets his 16th goal of the season. As you said, Art, he has really come on in the 2nd half of the year for the Blast. Back they come. Sanchez trying to come down the middle off a beautiful back heel leave from Flores. Williams drives it far post, and a nice play there by Mario Alvarez to break that one up. Oh, Super Mario showing some great hustle there.
Yeah, it was nice because Juan Pereira is wide open at the far post.
Marco Nascimento intercepted that pass. Almost a bad giveaway by the Wave. So we're back to even at 1 apiece. 6.5 minutes into this contest. Sanchez in the middle for Stuart Grable. Stewie got that in the lineup after he was out for a while due to injury, and he celebrated by scoring a goal the other night, the 10-year veteran out of Neenah, Wisconsin in UWGB. Speaking of other UWGP players on the Milwaukee roster, Tony Walls, defender Tony Walls, once again inactive today, still battling back from that hamstring injury, but Tony's getting close according to the coaching staff, so maybe we'll see him in there in the regular season finale coming up next Sunday when the Wave hosts Utica FC at 2 o'clock right here at Panther Arena. Not sure Utica's going to be looking forward to coming back here, AK, after their 17-2 thrashing at the hands of the Wave the other night, but
you got to think they'll play a little bit better than they did on
you would
Friday
think so.
night. Yeah.
And they're playing a lot better today against the Empire Strikers in Utica. Game at halftime, Empire is up 2-1. So you knew they'd probably come back a little stronger today at home.
An Empire win today knocks Tacoma out of the playoff race here.
Yep. Nice back heel, Hodson coming through, shot and a goal! Oh, that was pretty.
Well, that was a thing of beauty by Max Ferdinand on the assist. A great layoff to set up that man, Tanner Hodson. And Hodson with the first-time shot.
Hodson, the rookie out of Western Michigan, gets his first MASL goal with the assist of Max Ferdinand. We will take a break. Media timeout with 7:12 left to go, first period. It's Milwaukee.
My dog, Georgette, was diagnosed with cancer. After her treatment, we would pass Chick-fil-A. I started seeing Mr. Bryan often. She would get her little treat of whipped cream.
We recognize each other, Georgette and I do. That particular day, Elaine pulls up. She said, Georgette is cancer-free.
I came around the corner with Georgette in my car, saw all the employees out there just like clapping and cheering. I started getting really emotional because I was just like, that's so nice.
We love all our customers that come through. This one just happens to have 4 legs. Congratulations, Georgette.
The Ambassador, Milwaukee's landmark Art Deco hotel, is the official hotel of your Milwaukee Wave and the perfect place to meet up with family or friends before or after the game.
Hey, Abby. I see the whole band's here. Are you guys going to take the shuttle down to the game? Yeah. Love it.
Enjoy free parking and shuttle service to and from Panther Arena when you dine before the game. The Ambassador, the official hotel of your Milwaukee.
2-1, the Wave leads it with 7:12 left to go in the first period. The Major Arena Soccer League is proud to welcome you to MASL Soccer on MASL TV. Miter is the official game ball supplier of the Major Arena Soccer League. Established in 1817, Miter is one of the leading soccer brands worldwide and produces some of the best soccer balls in the world. Learn more at miter.com. Willie B with another save there for Milwaukee. And meanwhile, foul going to be called against the Blast.
Boy, what an assist by Max Ferdinand on that Hodson goal. He laid the ball with the inside of his right foot behind his back. Perfectly weighted for Hodson, who hit it in stride.
That was superb from Max Ferdinand, the third all-time leading playmaker in MASL history.
Well, he got a lot of assists planned for the Wave and for the Baltimore Blast. Blast fans remember Max laying balls off for Tariq Walker, Dennis and Cabral, guys like that.
Sanchez takeaway, he'll play it out of the corner. Far side, Sean Esqueda. And now back out to Sanchez. Wave will recycle the possession. Fourth and final meeting of the year between the teams. Wave captured the previous game here in Milwaukee. That was their home opener back on December 19th as a quick shot Alex Steinwasser turned away by Julian Rodriguez. And then Baltimore winning the other two in Baltimore. Mario Alvarez, shot, save, Rodriguez!
Wow, that ball came off Rodriguez's right hand and then back off the right post. And then back to Rodriguez. And that was his biggest save of the game.
He got just enough of it to keep it from getting in there. Wave looking pretty good with their offensive movement here early in this one. And going up against one of the better defensive teams in the league. And impressive that, you know, Baltimore has been one of the top defensive teams all season, despite the fact they play in the smallest facility in the league. Porch off the end board. Flores there for Milwaukee. Sanchez trying to blow past Sila. 1-on-3 coming in, and eventually they track him down. But boy, what a move by Sanchez, showing off the speed. Speed with the ball, even more impressive up there.
Yeah, Silas showed great speed himself, recovering on that play.
That almost looked like a young Art Kramer for the Canton Invaders streaking upfield with that ball right there. Willie B will gather that one in.
That Canton being in Ohio, by the way, not Canton, Michigan.
That's right. That's right. Speaking of Michigan, Tanner Hodson, who scored his first MASL goal just before the break on the assist from Ferdinand. There's Hodson right there. Picked up his second point. He had his first point on an assist the other night against Utica. So Tanner's feeling it a bit. He's put in a lot of work this
I was
rookie year. And
talking to Marcio Leite before the game about Tanner. He said he's a real pest, man. He is a pest, buzzing all over the place.
he's got a twin brother, Carter, who is also a member of the squad. Identical twin brother. Again, the twins from Macomb, Michigan and Western Michigan University. Rookies this season. So we'll see if Carter can get healthy next season if they're both back. That could turn out to be a tandem. Of course, identical twin tandems have a history here in Milwaukee, a pretty successful one.
By the way, I'd like to say hello to all the Blast fans tuning in today. A lot of history there.
Owner Ed Hale and his fine organization, and
well, let's wish Ed all the best in his run for governor of Maryland, by the way.
Hale, yeah.
Got 92 days left until the primary.
It'll be here before we know it.
Did you get your T-shirt, by the way?
Did not get T-shirt or cap. Again, we put out the request to Blast Nation, but
well, he's got the there was just limited number of T-shirts, that those Hale T-shirts. Those are opening day Baltimore Oriole T-shirts, by the way.
Well, understandable. But hopefully they remember us. We're behind Ed all the way in his race for governor of Maryland.
A lot of work to be done out there in Baltimore with that Key Bridge going down. So that's hopefully be up and running by 2030.
That is going to be a massive project. Flores' pass back is off the mark now. Alvarez under pressure tracks it down.
Yeah, it's like $4.5, $5 billion. Repair that Key Bridge.
You could build, well, at least a couple of stadiums with that kind of money. Topped over the top and tracking back to get it, Frater, and he heads it back to Rodriguez. The left-hander out of St. Joseph's College in Brooklyn, New York. There's two St. Joseph's College out there. You've got the one in Brooklyn and the one in Long Island. Julian Rodriguez attended the one in Brooklyn. He's originally from Queens, New York. Porch. Good defense that time by Cesar Correa. Cesar,
so that makes two MASL goalkeepers from Queens, New York.
Boris Pardo, also Queens native. Good prepping ground for goalkeepers. Willie B has to do a little tight wire dent, but again, it's where the ball is, as long as that doesn't go outside the penalty area. Richard Rabold had an assist earlier. He's dumped on the play. I'll tell you, Art, I'm still impressed the way Rabold, the 35-year-old rookie, has just jumped into the lineup for his initial MASL experience.
Well, he's playing target tonight, too. He's been playing in the midfield, and now with Andre Hain being out of the lineup tonight, he's switching to playing the target role.
Touch through for Alex Steinwasser. Alex had another great game against Utica the other night.
Look out.
With a hat trick. Frater trying to get past Alvarez. He comes in and a nice save initially.
Oh, and then Willie B took him down.
Willie B took down Welly B, Wellington Bermuse. And this will result in a shootout, I believe.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. There was a Wave defender on the goal line behind Willie B. He didn't need to take Bermuse down.
All right, let's see. Yeah, you had Alvarez.
No reason to foul him. Crowd reacting, feeling that Welly took a dive, but that's definitely a 2-minute penalty.
Well, Coach Marcio Leite is going to challenge it now for. We will have an MASL video review. Time of the penalty, if it stands, would be at 13:33 of the first period.
Just from watching with the naked eye, I thought for sure it was a takedown by Willie B, but.
The field is a blue card. Milwaukee is challenging that a blue card was given incorrectly.
Thank you, Drew.
So there you heard referee Duke Klemp give you the preview of what they are reviewing.
It wasn't much, but I don't think you can overturn the call on the field.
I would be surprised if they overturned it.
right there. You know, did he make contact with the left hand to the thigh of Welly? But like I said, the call on the field is a shootout. Or sorry, call on the field is a blue card. I can't see him overturning this, Tom.
Yeah, I would agree with you there, Art. Meanwhile, in the other game going on right now in Utica, the Empire Strikers have scored again, so they lead it 3-1. An Empire victory, in fact, just 1 point, an Empire victory or overtime loss would propel the Strikers into that 6th and final playoff position. The Tacoma Stars only have 1 game left, and Empire has the tiebreaker, I believe, with the Stars. 3-2. Now, there's no question Welly embellished it a little bit, but I would have to agree. I think that's probably a foul. If it was called foul on the field, I don't see there's enough to overturn it.
After review, there is no penalty, and furthermore, it is an embellishment warning against Baltimore.
Wow. How about that? Well, they're a lot closer to the play down there, although we could say, Art, the same distance from the video monitor for the review. That's surprising, though.
No comment, Tom. No comment. They were talking last night on the broadcast about how they need to look at this during the off-season. I mean, the main thing, you know, in every sport where we have instant replay, the call on the field takes precedent. It has to be indisputable. It has to be conclusive video evidence to overturn it, and I just don't think you had it there.
That one off the chest of Oscar Flores, so the Blast will put it back in. There is Marco Nascimento, the soon-to-be 34-year-old Brazilian. He's in his 4th season, but prior to this year, his last season in the league with the Blast had been 2019-20.
No relation to St. Louis goalie Paulo Nascimento, by the way.
Paulo with another excellent effort last night, as that shot hits the bar and won't go down for Jonatas Mello.
Mello with a bombosa there.
Wow.
Came off the underside of the bar. Had Willie B beaten.
That was a great strike there, but unlucky for him. It did not stay in the goal or go into the goal. Flores, little touch, Alex Steinwasser. Alex, the younger of the 2 Steinwasser brothers who play for Milwaukee out of Sterling Heights, Michigan.
See Javi down on the bench. His brother in street clothes, by the way.
Javi's been out trying to recover from a hamstring injury. Max Ferdinand lays it off. Alvarez shot, almost directed in by Chad Porch on an own goal. Now Pereira far side, tried to clear the zone. It came out Alvarez, but his one-timer.
Alvarez mishit that shot.
So, 16.2 seconds left to go. It's ball driven forward as it is controlled into the corner. That was O'Neal Fisher, number 91, who took the initial pass, and that will do it, first period. So an active first period, the Wave outscoring the Blast 2-1 as we go to the second. It's Milwaukee on top, 2-1 on MASL TV.
Oh man, the new Milwaukee Wave gear is here. I love that. I'll take that one. Oh, hey, the new soccer ball. Hey, Brad, I'm ready to check out here. I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take one of these bags too. How much, my friend? Ooh, okay, I got that. Right here in cold hard cash. There you, what, is my money no good here? Oh my gosh, I totally forgot Panther Arena is cashless. Ooh, what about my Educators Credit Union Milwaukee Wave debit card? Will that work here? Awesome. You too can get your very own Educators Credit Union Milwaukee Wave debit card. Go to any of the 23 locations across southeastern Wisconsin or visit ecu.com online. And you too can become a member. What's the problem here, Brad? What do you mean decline? Scan it again, please. Oh my goodness. Educators Credit Union, achieving more together. Let's go Wave.
Save $100 on a complete pair. Wisconsin Vision. See more life.
The Ambassador, Milwaukee's landmark Art Deco hotel, is the official hotel of your Milwaukee Wave and the perfect place to meet up with family or friends before or after the game.
Hey, Abby. I see the whole family's here. Are you guys going to take the shuttle down to the game? Yeah. Love it.
Enjoy free parking and shuttle service to and from Panther Arena when you dine before the game. The Ambassador, the official hotel of your Milwaukee Wave.
Figured you want your usual.
Thank you. You know me too well.
Enjoy your pie.
For last-minute gifts, the people you hold dear, and everyone on your list. Holiday scratch games from the Wisconsin Lottery are here, with prices ranging from 1 to 20.
2-1 Wave as we begin the second period. Capelli Sport is the official and exclusive preferred uniform and apparel provider of the Major Arena Soccer League. Visit MASLsoccer.com to shop the all-new MASL Fan Store for the latest MASL and team gear. Also, think you can predict the MASL? Head over to nxtbets.com to place your wagers on all the MASL action this month.
And Tom, it's fan appreciation night here at the Wave, and they just announced the winner of the fan appreciation. Some of the prizes was Pete Knezick, who's one of 6 players with their name retired up in the rafters here. Peter, a member of the original Milwaukee Wave team, the first ever. Mr. Assist, Pete Knezick.
The Cudahy Connector from Cudahy, Wisconsin, just a little south of Milwaukee, right along the lake. Former teammate of yours also in Oklahoma City, AK, I believe it, which I see that the OKC Certified Lions have applied for membership to MASL 1. They've been playing in MASL 2 this year. Well, wouldn't that be something if they got a team?
It's a nice city, a nice city.
Yeah.
We always said it was like a mini Dallas.
Great community. That'd be a fun road trip to go down there. Heck, we get Pete, Tommy Alioto, maybe load up the van, huh?
Boro Susovic.
Yeah.
You know, all the Milwaukee boys.
Boy, that would be a trip. And it wouldn't be in the middle of the summer either, in the 100-degree heat of OKC. Maybe a nice trip in March, right, when it's 75 degrees. All right, Baltimore in the red unis going left to right as William Bonaheny comes up with that one. Shots on goal in the first period. Baltimore 7, Milwaukee 5. Wave getting goals from Alex Sanchez, his 30th of the year, and Tanner Hodgson, his first of the year. Sandwiched around a goal by Kevon Fader for the Blast. Generally speaking, what did you think of the first quarter, AK?
Yeah, I was impressed with the way Baltimore, after the long bus ride here, arriving 8 in the morning, how spirited they were in the first quarter.
Thought they showed pretty good energy, but
yeah,
of course,
they did.
We'll see as the game goes on. And oftentimes, that's a lot of time. That's when the fatigue might take over, depending how the game goes. But playing at a very good pace right now.
Well, this guy right here, Sela, number 2, has been a thorn in the Wave side this year. He's got 8 points in the 3 games the two teams have played. Oh, he's deadly passing the ball, too.
Trying to send one down the middle for Mello. Again, Sela is tied for the league lead in assists with Mario Alvarez from the Wave. Super Mario and Sela both with 20 each.
Looking for that Pass Master award.
Jairo Rivera trying to hold off Alvarez, the defender. Out far side, Bernouse. Bernouse, a very pronounced left-footed player. And a great save there, Willie B.
Surprised Wellington Bernouse did not have more points. He's got a good 1v1 ability. Very crafty with that left foot.
Wellington in his second season had a pretty good rookie campaign last year. Now 45 career games, 24 goals, 9 assists, but yeah, he has not had the offensive impact this year that he did a year ago for the Blast. Wellington this year in 22 games, just 6 goals, 1 assist for 7 points. Good poke away there by Sean Esqueda. Sean, the Whitefish Bay native, played his college ball at UW-Milwaukee. As 7th in the league at block shots, is that one driven over. And congrats to Whitefish Bay High School, AK. They won their division of the boys basketball state tournament in Madison last night, as did the women the previous week. So they'll be celebrating a couple of state championships.
How do you have time to follow all this stuff? You got March Madness going on. You're talking about the high school boys, the high school girls.
Just little info from my sources. Max Ferdinand with a shot. Saved by Rodriguez. Now the Blast trying to come out of it. Max with a good job to keep it alive as he and Esqueda were battling. Now up ahead, Freighter with Tanner Hodgson hanging on for dear life. And they'll get him for a foul. But there really wasn't much he could do as Freighter had the leverage and has certainly got the size on Tanner. Able to follow him without committing a penalty, so that in itself was positive. Sela far side, shot off the mark. Oh, Rivera with a great look, but couldn't find the target. That one driven in. Hodgson will clear it away. According to Coach Marcialati, Tanner and Carter are so identical looking that he said he can't really tell the difference if they don't have their uniforms on. Blast coming in now. Blast manufacturing all the quality chances here in the second period. Vermoose with a good strike there, but Bonahane had it. Now, Correa working himself into trouble as he plays it up, and there's going to be a foul called against the Blast. Cesar had a good game the other night. Was his usual active self, and also contributed a couple of points. Foul was called on Nico Williams. But like we've talked about, you can't teach work rate. I guess you could develop it a little bit. But I think you've either got it or you don't, and Correa's got it. And every team needs one or two of those guys to augment, usually to complement, whatever they've got going.
Yeah, he's done a good job for the Wave. Played in the midfield for the first couple of years, and now he's moved to the back.
Still 3-1 in favor of the Empire Strikers at Utica in the waning seconds of the third quarter. Victory there puts Empire into the MASL playoffs, the Ron Newman Cup playoffs, which will start following the end of the regular season on March 29th. So this is the second last weekend of activity. Next weekend we'll wrap it up. Wave will be home to finish the regular season with another game against Utica. That's this upcoming Sunday, March 29th, 2 p.m. Central Time. Go to MilwaukeeWave.com for tickets or info. MilwaukeeWave.com, your source for everything Wave. Alvarez runs onto this one as Sela gets over to cut him off. And now with some additional help from Freighter. Good leg stuck in there by Max Ludwig to stop the progress. Sanchez hemmed in against the boards in front of his own bench. Back from Mike Da Silva. And now Alex Steinwasser, well done with the Wave to keep that possession. Pass far wing, Bermuse initially broke it up. Steinwasser pursuing. Rodriguez will chip to midfield, and Hodgson will get it back. Rodriguez will scoop it up. Midway through the second quarter. Today's game is the 107th regular season meeting all time between these longtime rivals. Turning shot, Williams blocked Esqueda. Boy, that was a great turn by Nico Williams and a great block. Unfortunately, the Blast get it back. And swinging right through to score is Chad Porch.
Porch just beat Alex Steinwasser to the back post.
So we'll have our media timeouts. Porch with a goal at 7:49 as
Figured you want your usual.
Thank you. You know me too well.
Enjoy your pie.
For last-minute gifts, the people you hold dear, and everyone on your list. Holiday scratch games from the Wisconsin Lottery are here, with prices ranging from $1 to $20 and top prizes up to $100,000.
Great minds.
With so many games to choose from, it's easy to find gifts for everyone at your local Wisconsin Lottery retailer.
My dog, Georgette, was diagnosed with cancer. After her treatment, we would pass Chick-fil-A. I started seeing Mr. Bryan often. She would get her little treat of whipped cream.
We recognize each other, Georgette and I do. That particular day, Elaine pulls up. She said, Georgette is cancer-free.
I came around the corner with Georgette in my car, saw all the employees out there just like clapping and cheering. I started getting really emotional because I was just like, that's so nice.
We love all our customers that come through. This one just happens to have 4 legs. Congratulations, Georgette.
MASLsoccer.com is your home for everything Major Arena Soccer League, all the latest news, leaderboards, highlights, and more. The lights are bright and the fans are loud. It's the Baltimore Blast taking on the Milwaukee Wave. Stream it live on MASLplus.tv and replay the game on demand. Clip it, share it, live it again. Make sure to favorite your team to get instant updates on every game. And remember, you can catch MASL Monday every Monday night on MASL TV and on CBS Sports Golazo Network. Alex Bastavansky and Phil Levanko are joined each week by special guests from across the league to recap the weekend's games and discuss the league's hot topics.
On that last goal, did I really hear you say Porch swinging through for the goal?
You might have.
Okay.
I thought it was...
he was swinging to the back post, man.
Probably not the first time Chad's heard one of those references, but boy, what a player he has been since the Blast acquired him prior to last season. The TST $1 Million Hero from 2024. Scored the game-winning goal. Alex Steinwasser, Mario Alvarez. Flores to Steinwasser! What a play! And the Wave back on top 3-2. You cannot execute much better than that.
Well, tremendous one-touch passing that time by the Wave. Great combination play. Flores to Alex Steinwasser. Tic-tac-toe right there. Alvarez to Flores to Steinwasser.
One of the great goals of the season, and Alex Steinwasser ends up recording the goal. His 18th of the year. Alex, third on the team scoring list coming into this game. Now 18 goals, 16 assists for 34 points. He was actually 8th in the league in scoring. And the big O, Oscar Flores, will get credit for the assist, his 9th of the year. Sensational work by those two guys to put the Wave back out in front.
Well, we've both been in this league a long time, Tom. Seen a lot of great players over the years. How about the guys with the last two, took part in the last 2 goals with Porch and Flores? Man, this league's in good hands with these young players.
No question about it. Porch, the newcomer of the year last year, and I think Flores on his way to becoming the newcomer of the year this year. But definitely two of the bright stars.
Alex Steinwasser as well.
Alex now in his third year, and man, has he come on this year. Porch drives it in, blocked. Now, Escuela sending it up for Alex Steinwasser in a race with Porch.
That's a good foot race there.
Yeah, both those guys can move up the field for sure. Rabold heads it down, gets it back. Richard, in his 4th game for the Wave, has an assist already. 3 goals, 3 assists in those 4 games for the Hungarian native who came to Milwaukee from Miami, Florida. Tanner Hodgson tried to send it ahead for Ian Bennett, but the Blast get it back. Bermuse got cut off there. Now Alex Steinwasser with Hodgson on the run to his right. 3-on-2, he's got Sanchez near side, he lays it off, saucy!
But too unselfish there. Alex should have pulled the trigger.
Wave again, good, looking good on the offensive flow here so far today. Put up 17 against Utica the other night, but again, you're going up against a whole different defensive animal here today in the Blast. Centering, Alvarez! Off a nice little square ball from Rabold.
Well, what's impressive is Rabold did that with his right foot, and he's a predominant left-footed player. Talking to Marcio before the game, he said he likes it in that left corner. That time he received it in the right corner, still made a nice pass.
As you said, AK playing. Oh, here's a giveaway. Alvarez walking in, fires wide. Sanchez gets it back.
That time Alvarez should have dished the ball across to a wide open Oscar Flores.
Ludwig at the post. Flores turning, shot blocked. Knocked away from Sanchez, and the race is on. Up ahead. Porch coming in, push him behind. This is going to be a penalty, and this should be a shootout.
This will be a shootout. This will be a shootout.
We talked about Chad Porch with his speed, and you know, Flores is not a slow guy, but Chad was able to outrace him for that ball.
Well, that play started at the Blast yellow line where Sanchez kind of pulled out of a tackle there. I guess when you're the league's leading scorer, you could do that.
I mean, there's trade-offs for sure, right? In all sports, if you're an offensive star.
Let's see who takes this. Usually it's Juan Pereira. That's who it'll be. We saw Melo step up against Tacoma and score a big shootout goal.
So it's going to be pushing on Oscar Flores at 10:52 in the second period. First penalty of the contest. Pereira will get 5 seconds to come in against Willie B, and he puts it through the 5-hole to tie it up at 3 apiece.
Willie B had to keep those hands up around his midsection, and Juan just put it right underneath him.
Pereira, who had the hat trick last night in KC, scores his 25th goal of the year. He was the 3rd leading goal scorer in the MASL coming into today's contest.
He's magic on those special team situations.
No question about it. The 11-year veteran from Sao Paulo. He's in his 11th season, and Jonatas Melo, number 23, is in his 10th.
And that's going to be another card. Melo.
As Correa put him into the boards.
And that wasn't Melo, it was Pereira. He put it in the boards. Pereira, a veteran move to really.
Well, Wave is going to challenge it.
Yeah.
They won one challenge already.
Yeah.
Which is why they get another one. But
that's a veteran move. You got position on the board.
The field is a boarding 2-minute power play penalty. Milwaukee is challenging that as an incorrectly given blue card.
Well, the Wave had the momentum, but now a penalty which resulted in a shootout goal, and now another potential penalty. Good crossover there by Pereira to get away from.
That is just
Escuela.
an absolutely veteran move right there. got inside position on the boards, feel the contact, and then go into the boards. That's old school there, Tom. That is old school right there.
Brian Lofton, among others, could not have done it any better. You guys remember Brian, even the hint of contact against the boards, and he was splattered.
Yeah, well, a lot of us guys who played many, many years ago know how to do it. And you know, there's not much chance of this getting overturned.
So after the Wave penalty at 10:52, they're looking at one at 11:07, just 15 seconds later. Ten minutes to go in Utica. It's 3-1. Empire leading Utica FC. Meanwhile, you can get the latest news on the MASL and your favorite teams by following MASL Soccer on Facebook and Instagram and MASL Arena on Twitter.
The call on the field is confirmed. It is Sporting. It is a 2-minute power play penalty. Milwaukee loses their challenge. It is their last challenge of the game.
As you can tell, the Milwaukee fans not very happy about it, but I have to agree, Art, very slim chance that one was going to be overturned as you take a look at Correa.
There was two chances, Tom, slim and none.
Like Keith Dozer, now the commissioner of the MASL, used to say, you got two hopes, no hope and Bob Hope. All right, so Correa in the box for boarding at 11:07, and the Blast goes on the power play. Baltimore this year, 39% on the PP, and Milwaukee killing them off at 74%. In fact, you've got two of the top power play teams and two of the top penalty killing teams in this game.
And keep an eye on that man down in the far left corner, Juan Pereira.
Melo Sila fires one in. Shot was blocked by Grable in front of the goalkeeper. Now follow up from Chad Porch. Turned away. So it's Escueda, Tanner Hodgson, Alex Steinwasser, and Grable. Sila, Melo, Pereira, Porch. And who else they got out there? Ospina.
You know, you heard Van McNeil say in the opening that these two teams don't like each other, but I don't think anything can be further than the truth, because there's a tremendous amount of respect between these two franchises.
Absolutely. Longtime rivals, battled in several championships in years past. Kick save, Willie B to stop Ospina, but Porch gets it back and he scores. Wow. Picked his spot on the far post, and he did not miss, and Baltimore grabs the lead 4-3 with their second consecutive penalty resultant goal.
Said special teams would be a big part of this game, and it certainly has been so in the first half. Baltimore with two straight goals here, one on the shootout, and now Chad Porch here on the power play, and he just picks the right-hand corner and beats Willie B with a first-time shot.
Porch with his second goal of the game. So the consecutive penalties within 15 seconds have
Willie B shake it up on the play. We're going to have Jerry Perez comes in to replace Willie B.
So Jerry Perez, who has come off the bench many times for Milwaukee this year, takes over for Willie B. Willie B, who had been in the top 5 in the league in goals against average and save percentage. Also number 2 in wins with 11. Willie B was 11-5-1 coming into this one. In his previous 21 appearances, 19 starts. As that shot by Sanchez is off the mark. Now Perez takes over for now. This is his 13th appearance. He started 3 times. 2-2-1 with a 5.32 goals against average and a 62% save percentage. So we'll try to see if we can get an update on Willie B's.
Yeah, he went right back to the locker room when he came off the field.
Chad Porch with it as Baltimore works the possession, zone to the right. Pass deflected near side as Ludwig battling down here with Emmanuel Belliard. Chipped out of the zone. And we get a foul behind the play on the Blast. Perez, of course, has really made his impact as an attacking goalkeeper this year. He's got 7 goals, by far the most of any keeper in the league. And in fact, that puts him in the top 7 on the Wave's goal scoring list. Bermuse took it away, but he gets it back. Now Alvarez will get the possession. So we'll see if we might see Jerry Perez push up into the attack for Milwaukee here before the end of the half, which has 40 seconds to go. He's still out behind midfield right now. Alvarez will crack a shot that's blocked by his old teammate Steinwasser. Couldn't get out of the way, top of the box. Ian Bennett trying to get to the end board. Cut off there, still grinding. Top of the area, Correa! Oh, we had a good look, but couldn't finish.
Boy, wide open to the top of the arc, and he just fired it over the top.
Still 15 seconds to go. Flores turning, wide, rebound, follow! Alvarez! Super Mario! We're tied at 4.
Well, a great run by Mario Alvarez after the pass in to Flores. He passed it into Flores and then immediately followed his pass. And then a wall of score that time as Flores used the end wall and Alvarez hit it first time, and we're tied at 4. Boy, what a match we got going.
That was a board banger of prime edition right there, AK. Check it out one more time on the replay.
And Alvarez beat Sela.
Alvarez with his 20th goal of the year for Super Mario now. A total of 40 points, 20 goals, 20 assists. He was the league's 4th leading scorer coming in. Flores with another assist. He's got 2 helpers today, 10 on the year to go along with 23 goals. And a big goal for the Wave just before halftime. Rivera tied up with Mike Da Silva. That will do it. And Da Silva and Rivera a little push in there at the end. Anyway, that will bring us to halftime. We'll keep it right here and get ready to send it down to Van McNeil to talk with Coach Marcio Leite. But I would say, AK, a very entertaining first half.
Yeah, that was an entertaining half against 2 rivals.
So make sure to stick around for the second half, fans. I think we're going to have quite a ball game for you here the rest of the way. Still waiting for Coach Leite to come over by Van McNeil as he's having a last-minute discussion with the officials. He and Kyle Trimble are still talking something out there. All right, let's send it down to Van McNeil talking with Marcio Leite.
All right, let's check in with head coach of your Milwaukee Wave, our Midwest Orthopedic Specialty Hospital coach's corner, Marcio Leite. It's been a pretty interesting game, back and forth, seesaw battle, what we've come to expect against this Blast team. This has been going on for decades.
I mean, this is a battle for first place, right? This might be the first game I coached that I actually wanted to be on the field really bad. My energy, I feel like I'm playing on the bench right there right now. But it's going to be the minor details, right? It's the little things. It's getting a blue card in the midfield that is not necessary, that we could just run back, right? It's going to come down to set pieces, power play, man down. This is going to be a deciding factor today, who's going to win or not.
Right, you've always said this in the locker room, at practice, those little things, they add up quick, and that's what's happening here. So, message into the second half here. We saw some emotion there in the corner of the field with the players. We only know that this is going to intensify. What is your message to the team coming back for the second half?
I mean, both teams know that this is an important game if you want to finish first place. So I think both teams are playing with a lot of emotion. I believe that my team can stay more organized defensively, finding their men early. They do a good job of making runs. They have attacking defenders. They're always in the attack, so that takes a lot of defense from my forwards. And I think we can be better on the ball. We can be better on the ball. They do a good job of pressing us after we win it. So I just told the guys they have to play very quick when they win it, or they have to attack them right away, one or the other. But taking a lot of touches in our defensive half is going to create more problems than actually solutions.
Play quick, play hard, play smart, keep your emotions in check.
Absolutely.
All right, we'll let you get back there to the guys. Thank you, Marcio. Marcio Leite, head coach of your Milwaukee Wave. We've only just begun here. MASL fans, the Major Arena Soccer League continues. It's a rivalry battle. They've been battling for decades. More. Second half coming up here after halftime. It's the Wave, it's the Blast, live from...
Oh man, the new Milwaukee Wave gear is here. I love that. I'll take that one. Oh, hey, the new soccer ball. Hey, Brad, I'm ready to check out here. I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take one of these bags, too. How much, my friend? Ooh, okay, I got that. Right here in cold hard cash. There. What, is my money no good here? Oh, my gosh, I totally forgot Panther Arena is cashless. Ooh, what about my Educators Credit Union Milwaukee Wave debit card? Will that work here? Awesome. You too can get your very own Educators Credit Union Milwaukee Wave debit card. Go to any of the 23 locations across southeastern Wisconsin or visit ecu.com online. And you too can become a member. What's the problem here, Brad? What do you mean decline? Scan it again, please. Oh my goodness. Educators Credit Union, achieving more together. Let's go Wave. Shoot! It's goal!
What's up, soccer fans? Alex Bastiavansky here, back in the MASL studio. Hope everybody had a fantastic week. A lot went down over the past few days in the league, and I'm here to tell you all about it in just 5 minutes. So let's go.
Ends up near side to Serta.
Oh, he's wide open.
Now shot. Goal! Pacheco wins it for the Sockers.
San Diego steals one on the road in KC last weekend, 6-5 in overtime. But they had to do it all over again the next day back on the West Coast. These were two tired teams, and the Comets flipped the script as they were the road warriors this time, taking it 8-6. Rian Marquez had a monster game for KC, potting a hat trick and adding 2 helpers for 5 points. He was named the game's first star. Big news from the Empire Strikers last week. They took on Tacoma on the 12th and did not look especially good, getting doubled up by the Stars 6-3. And then afterwards, they put out a release saying that head coach Onua Obasi would not be behind the bench for their upcoming game against Milwaukee. Instead, they were taking a quote-unquote creative approach, appointing defender Robert Palmer coach for the game. Palmer, a veteran of 12 seasons, is a 2-time MASL Defender of the Year, and no question about it, he has earned his stripes. According to the release, Obasi is still the coach. We will continue to update you as that situation evolves. So with Palmer as player coach, they traveled to Milwaukee, and the move seemed to pay off. As the Empire looked utterly dominant at times in this game, they took down the Wave emphatically 6-3. Palmer recorded an assist, and Alan Perez potted a hat trick for the visitors. The hottest team in the league stayed hot. Baltimore hosted Tacoma on the 14th and ran away with this one 10-4. That's the 8th straight win for the Blast, who started 2026 going 2-5. Phil Ivanko and I had Mello on MASL Monday, and he talked about the team's big turnaround.
But I think too, like, the game is not that we're getting, having bad losses. It was like we're always there. We just need to, to tweak a little things here and there. And credit to the coaching staff and, to the team to figure out the pieces together, the mental and tactical aspect, and just put all together. But I mean, we're still trying to get better.
And finally, Utica hosted Tacoma last Sunday, and they picked up a much-needed win. They snapped a 7-game losing streak, taking down the Stars 8-4. Francesco Pagano named the game's first star with 3 points. Okay, your up-to-date scoring leaders, Rian Marquez back on top with 44 points. Alex Sanchez in second with 42. Junior Pinal up to third with 38 points, followed by Super Mario Alvarez with 37. He is tied with Kansas City Comet, Zach Reagan. And your Capelli Players of the Week, here they are. Chris Toth between the posts, Marco Fabian offensively, and on the defensive end of things, Marco Nascimento from the Baltimore Blast. Let's start with Mr. Fabian, the Mexican legend, coming up huge in their win over the Wave. 4 points in the contest, 1 goal, 3 assists. He was named the game's first star. Marco Nascimento, massive game against the Tacoma Stars. He had 2 goals in the game and an exceptional 4 blocks, as well as the Blast took down the Stars. And Chris Toth in goal. Beautiful game against Kansas City. He had 14 saves in the contest and a sparkling .737 save percentage. Okay, time now for your plays of the week.
A ring's a ring, and that's pretty cool as Canali with the touch bashes it off of the wall. The header! What an incredible play for the Tacoma Stars.
Spina through towards goal. Oh, what a pass!
And San Diego immediately came down and scored right after. Oh, what a conversion there. And the Strikers back up by 3, 5-2.
Pinal. Well ahead. And here's a chance for Alves. He scores! It is beautifully taken by Gio Alves and rolled into the bottom corner for 2-0. The play by Belliard to keep it away. Shot. Oh my word! What a missile as Correa puts it home.
They can shape it. Stankovic. Turn into his left foot. Yes, sir! Clinical and cruel.
Ball by Hobson to free up Nestor.
Squid! Put it on the board. It's 5-3.
Ends up near side to Serta.
Oh, he's wide open.
Now shot. Goal! Pacheco wins it for the Suckers. Comets go down.
And that's going to wrap up this week's show. But just a reminder, of course, to stay up to date on everything that's going on in the MASL all throughout the season. Be sure to check out the league's official social media outlets. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
My dog, Georgette, was diagnosed with cancer. After her treatment, we would pass Chick-fil-A. I started seeing Mr. Brian often. She would get her little treat of whipped cream.
We recognize each other, Georgette and I do. That particular day, Elaine pulls up. She said, Georgette is cancer-free.
I came around the corner with Georgette in my car, saw all the employees out there just like clapping and cheering. I started getting really emotional because I was just like, that's so nice.
We love all our customers that come through. This one just happens to have 4 legs. Congratulations, Georgette.
Figured you want your usual.
Thank you. You know me too well.
Enjoy your pie.
For last-minute gifts, the people you hold dear, and everyone on your list. Holiday scratch games from the Wisconsin Lottery are here, with prices ranging from $1 to $20 and top prizes up to $100,000.
Great minds.
With so many games to choose from, it's easy to find gifts for everyone at your local Wisconsin Lottery retailer.
Save $100 on a complete pair. Wisconsin Vision. See more life.
The Ambassador, Milwaukee's landmark Art Deco hotel, is the official hotel of your Milwaukee Wave and the perfect place to meet up with family or friends before or after the game.
Hey, Abby. I see the whole band's here. Are you guys going to take the shuttle down to the game? Yeah. Love it.
Enjoy free parking and shuttle service to and from Panther Arena when you dine before the game. The Ambassador, the official hotel of your Milwaukee Wave.
Try to squelch that hope that they have.
Andre Hayton with a shot that was knocked down. Rebound follows.
Under House.
Tending the net tonight. House making his third start of the year for Utica. Correa coming in. He finds Richard Rabold at the near post, and he puts it away. Milwaukee with a 1-0 lead.
Grounded player, a lot of skill.
Alex Steinwasser, Ricardo Cavallo. Ricardo walking in, centering on the play, and he makes the connection with Oscar Flores. Milwaukee. Shot taken by Flores. Sanchez cranks up a shot, and yes, he did. The 21-22 season. There's a long knocked out. Correa trying to get it, took it away from Moncho. Here he comes. 3 against the keeper. He will lay it off, and the shot and a goal by Stuart Grable. Milwaukee leads 3-0. Yeah, he's been facing a WHA opportunities taken away by Hayne. Centering Bennett, shot and a goal. So Ian Bennett does get a goal here in the first period. Head coach Everton Morera coming through, deflects off Alex Steinwasser. Gerson tries to punch one through. His 9th season with the Wave, his 10th overall. Salazar with a shot. Sanchez across far side, and they do as Carvalho puts it away. Beautiful behind Willie B, but it doesn't go in. Gerson will follow with a shot. And after getting through Benahenny, Willie Emlich 2 of the period. Now Hodgson plays it across. Flores coming in, shot and a goal! And Tanner Hodgson.
Full bicycle.
Here comes Rabold. Rabold still coming. He'll fire a shot and a goal! What a strike by Rabold, and it's 8-0 Milwaukee.
Teams all within a point of each other in the standings.
Alex Sanchez with his first goal tonight and his 2 penalties apiece to the clubs. Carvalho shot, blocked, rebound, follow on the 3rd period. 3-1 coming back the other way. Pass ahead, Steinwasser walking in to Bennett, shot and a goal! IB 26 with his 2nd of the night. It's Alex Steinwasser now will feed one off the board. And Sanchez rebound headed in by Hayne. Tavares, 2-on-1 coming in, and there'll be no shutout tonight. As Jose Tavares, Flores, Oscar looking for a hat trick. And he will get it! Follows after Rabold had been denied by House. Rebound to 142 goals. There's Alex Steinwasser getting the hat trick. And it's now 15-1. This one driven back in. Tavernisi off the end board in front, and Kid Dynamite. Gordy Erskine gets it right back. Andre Hayne, top of the area. He'll fire and score. Andre having a night. Sanchez fires one in. Wow. I don't know if that deflected off.
Oh man, the new Milwaukee Wave gear is here. I love that. I'll take that one. Oh, hey, the new soccer ball. Hey, Brad, I'm ready to check out here. I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take one of these bags too. How much, my friend? Ooh, okay, I got that. Right here in cold hard cash. There. What, is my money no good here? Oh my gosh, I totally forgot Panther Arena is cashless. Ooh, what about my Educators Credit Union Milwaukee Wave debit card? Will that work here? Awesome. You too can get your very own Educators Credit Union Milwaukee Wave debit card. Go to any of the 23 locations across southeastern Wisconsin or visit ecu.com online. And you too can become a member. What's the problem here, Brad? What do you mean decline? Scan it again, please. Oh my goodness. Educators Credit Union, achieving more together. Let's go Wave.
Getting ready for the start of the second half here from Milwaukee with the Wave and the Baltimore Blast tied up at 4 apiece. Tom went along with the Wave Hall of Famer Art Kramer. And AK, exciting first half of action here today.
Yeah, it really was.
Still anybody's game. Meanwhile, we will tell you that Capelli Sport is the official and exclusive preferred uniform and apparel provider of the Major Arena Soccer League. Visit MASLsoccer.com to shop the all-new MASL fan store for the latest MASL and team gear. MASLsoccer.com is your home for everything Major Arena Soccer League, all the latest news, leaderboards, highlights, and more. And new for 2026, Soccer Signal staff writer Joseph Reyna and veteran coach Mark Linton explain the game with perspectives from both sides of the glass in the MASL's newest show, Soccer Signal. With in-depth data analysis, comprehensive breakdowns, and exclusive interviews from coaches around the league, don't miss Soccer Signal every other Thursday on MASL TV. And don't miss Eric Bergrew's 10 for 10 as well on MASL TV. Eric Bergrew, part of the outstanding broadcast team in Kansas City, along with Nick Vasos. And they were on hand to describe the action last night in the 8-5 KC victory against Baltimore. Mike DeSilva almost had a chance there on a giveaway by Baltimore. And eventually, Alex Steinwasser going to be called for the foul.
I couldn't tell if that shot hit the defender or if it hit Julian Rodriguez.
Yeah, Rodriguez was kind of stuck in the middle of a scramble there, as we're going to have a foul called against the Blast.
And the Wave sticking with Jerry Perez here in goal to start the second half.
Try and see if we can get an update on Willie B. It looked like he was moving around okay, or walking okay.
Said he's okay, just coach's decision.
Well, Willie has certainly put in a lot of minutes this year. He's over 1,000. And Jerry Perez, yeah. Oh! Correa! Unlucky there on a ball that
looked like it took a deflection and then went off the post.
Yeah, off the top of the frame.
A lot on the line here. If the Wave loses this one, Baltimore ensures that they're going to finish ahead of the Wave in the standings.
Baltimore leading the season series 2-1. Sanchez will play it far side. Alvarez with a shot just missing. Mario striking the ball pretty well today. He had a goal at the end of the first half off a beautiful feed from Oscar Flores. Sanchez coming up far side. Mario will launch this one. That time he got under it.
Announcer's jinx.
Yeah.
Right there.
Jinxed him that time. So this is the 107th regular season meeting between the clubs. The teams have also met 22 times in the postseason. Wave leading the all-time series 61-45, including a 39-14 record here in Milwaukee. Good intercession that time by Richard Rabold. And Milwaukee will get a goalkeeper distribution. Wave and the Blast have met a total of 8 times in the postseason.
Perez started to go forward, but then thought better of it.
Here comes Pereira racing past Ludwig along the board, far post, and the sliding effort by Williams couldn't do it. Hopefully Nico's okay.
Nico slammed into the wall right there at the goal post.
He was going full speed, and I think he might have banged his knee into that far post. Take it out one more time. Ooh.
Pereira just leaning him a little bit too much, and you said it. Nico
limping off, hopefully going to be okay. Boy, that, well, certainly Art, in your career, you've had a couple of those. Anybody who's played.
No, I never went into the goal post.
No?
Never went into the goal post. No. I learned to stop before I ran into the post.
Well, I think that's a good philosophy for sure, but I thought inevitably anybody who plays indoors, 10, 12 years, he didn't even play that long. Eventually he's going to have a post runner. Although the one thing that you did that I don't see a lot of guys doing today was you try to go parallel for the header. Now, not necessarily in a play like that, but level up as a shot goal. So I guess, hopefully you're not diving head first into the post, but that would back you off of the frame a bit, I would think. Unless you're literally standing right next to it.
That's what I tended to do, was just kind of stand near the post and then tap the ball in.
Well, that's good. That's a good way to do it. Blast controlling, and Frater turning, shot and a goal. Kevon Frater with his second of the match, and once again, Baltimore jumps out to a lead at 5-4. Time of the goal at 3:19.
Frater with the second one off a nice pass by Ospina. Laid it in there, and Frater just posting up right there. Mike Da Silva, too late.
We talked about Frater, who has really started to emerge for the Blast here in the second half of this season. Kevon Frater out of St. Andrew Parish, Jamaica, in his second season, both with the Blast. And Baltimore taking the lead again. Wave led it 2-1 at the end of the first. Baltimore eventually went up 4-3 before the Wave tied it up on the goal by Alvarez just before halftime. And now Baltimore regaining the lead on Frater's goal, his second of the day and his 17th of the year. And the assist going to Ober Ospina, whose nickname is Chara. Ospina, another second-year player. Blast, a lot of guys who are in their second and third season. They've done a good job to retool this team. That one just wide on another attempt by Frater for the hat trick, and Perez able to get it. And I believe we have, well, the Wave was trying to say, not sure what they were trying to say there. Talking with the official Drew Klemp down here, and after a delay, they said play on. Max Ferdinand controlling. That was kind of weird.
I have no idea why they stopped play.
So Perez getting some pressure from Rivera, plays it Alex Steinwasser. Okay, so they said there was an injury to Mario Alvarez and wanted him off the field. Looking down the Wave bench, I don't see him down there. Boy, that would not be a good development for the Wave.
If he's down on the left-hand side.
Let's go Wave. Let's go Wave.
Correa. Nice move. Far side, and a great defensive play. Turning shot by Cesar. After Patrick Thompson with a great defensive play to stop Correa from getting a shot off.
Alvarez back on the pitch.
Well, that's good news. Yeah, he was hiding down there, AK. Good spot for you to see him. Mario still coming, plays it off the dasher board.
Baltimore clogging up the middle with defenders.
As they do so well. Tough to get this team out of its defensive shape, and really just about in any form. I mean, especially if you're just playing half field. But even in a full field format, they don't lose their shape too often. That will be a superstructure violation right there. Off the foot of Marco Nascimento. Tell you, Nascimento, for a player who took 6 seasons off, AK, from the MASL, he's looking okay. Oh, Alvarez. I think he was trying to find Max Ferdinand.
Trying to find Rabble in there.
Right, but unfortunately the pass got deflected and Rodriguez picked it up. Porch looking for the hat trick. He lays it back. Frater for a hat trick and a kick save and a beauty by Jerry Perez.
Mike De Silva was confused on that restart. He was in the offensive zone. He had to race back. As you said, a good save by Perez.
Jerry Perez out of Round Lake, Illinois, and coming to the Wave this year for his first season after spending last year with the Chicago Mustangs in MLIS. That one out of bounds, last touched by the Blast, I believe. Yeah, it'll be Milwaukee's kick in. 8:24 left to go, third period. Wave will wrap up the regular season a week from today when they host Utica FC, which ended up being a 5-2 loser today at home to the Empire Strikers. Ian Bennett turning shot and a save by Rodriguez. Ian was trying to pick that top far corner.
Couldn't get enough power on that left foot.
IB 26, 8 goals, 2 assists this year. He's now got 429 career goals, 10 behind Frank Taillou, the all-time leader. Sent to the middle. Frank playing this season in Tacoma, basically the last third of the season with his brother Uzi, and unfortunately it wasn't enough to get the Stars into the Ron Newman Cup playoffs. Second straight year Tacoma will miss them as the Blast controls. But congrats to the Empire Strikers for qualifying for the second straight year. Empire had a big win here in Milwaukee a couple of weeks ago to help spurn their drive to the playoffs. Foul going to be called against the Wave. As Drew Klemp will back off the defensive wall, the one-man wall of Max Ferdinand. So Blast trying to make it 3 of 4 in the season series if they can claim a win here today. And as Art said, they would clinch finishing ahead of the Wave in the standings, whoever that might be. But Baltimore gets the win today. They're probably going to be in great shape to get one of the top 2 seeds, which of course would get a bye in the first round of the playoffs. Got one other game coming up later on tonight. St. Louis will be in San Diego to take on the Sockers.
That's another big one for the standings.
Yep. St. Louis at 37 points, San Diego with 38, currently tied with the Wave for second place. The Wave and the Comets, 3-way tie for second place, all with 38 points. Ricardo Carvalho Centering across. Right pass right behind Alex Steinwasser. Blast trying to come out of there, and they will get it out. Sliding effort. Steinwasser couldn't get it. Alex trying to get back defensively as that one is put high off the glass. Tanner Hodson there. Alex working his tail off, but he's been out there for a while. Looks like he's running a little low on fuel. The Blast, after this game, will go back home to conclude the season by hosting the Tacoma Stars. That'll be on Saturday, March 28th, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. So the Stars eliminated from the postseason, but they'll finish up the campaign in Baltimore next week. That one knocked all the way back to Rodriguez. Rabold was chasing, now headed back in. Rodriguez comes out to head it away. That one went through the legs of Tanner Hodson.
Look out.
Chad Porch almost able to keep it in play and would have come in on the breakaway. That'll bring us to our media timeout. 4:59 left to go in the third period.
Society has an obligation to help others when others are struggling. Families can become distressed because they lose their father. Now a mother's forced to raise their 3 children. How does she get a job? How does she create the means to take care of her kids?
For nearly 30 years, National Core and Hope Through Housing have changed the lives of hundreds of thousands of individuals, providing housing, offering hope, transforming communities. National Core and Hope Through Housing, building the future of community.
4:59 left to go, third period. Baltimore Blast with the only goal in this period. Kevon Frater, his second of the day, number 17 of the year. The assist going to Aber Espina. And that's the difference right now, 5-4. Wave going left to right in the black and yellow uniforms. Blast picks up the foul and a restart chance for Milwaukee coming.
Max Ferdinand drawing that foul down in the corner. Big restart here. Opportunity for the Wave. Neither team has had more than a 1-goal lead.
All right, Mario Alvarez.
Wave's going to take a timeout.
So they'll take a time. What Wave hasn't had a lot of attacking zone restarts today, so they want to make sure they get something out of this one. Get the latest news on the MASL and your favorite teams by following MASL Soccer on Facebook and Instagram, on MASL Arena on Twitter. Also catch MASL Monday every Monday night on MASL TV, on YouTube, and CBS Sports Golazo Network. Alex Bastavenski and Phil Lavanco are joined each week by special guests from across the league to recap the weekend's games and discuss the league's hot topics. Disagree with a call tonight? You might just see it on the MASL's most controversial show Under Review with Phil Levanco and MASL head referee Ryan Sigich. Catch it every Friday on YouTube. And the lights are bright and the fans are loud. It's the Baltimore Blast taking on the Milwaukee Wave. Stream it live on MASL Plus TV. Replay the game on demand. Clip it, share it, live it again. Make sure to favorite your team to get instant updates on every game. So, Art Kramer, the playoff field for the Ron Newman Cup playoffs is now set with Baltimore, Milwaukee, San Diego, Kansas City, St. Louis, and the Empire Strikers. Top 2 teams in the standings will get byes in the first round, but I think it's going to shape up to be a very exciting postseason here.
Anybody can win it this year, that's for sure. Wave wanting to get their left footers on the field here. That's why they called the timeout. You got Richard Rabel, number 22, and Ricardo Carvalho, number 7. Look for one of these lefties to kind of swing around.
So they come out with the strong left formation that we've seen pretty often this year. As Alvarez drives it through, knocked down, rebound, score! Bennett, and we are tied at 5 apiece.
Well, Alvarez tried to play the ball through the middle initially. That ball was blocked. But then they came right back out and was driven across in front of goal. And Ian Bennett, the righty, who had made the run into the box from the outside, was right there on the doorstep. And a restart goal. We said these special teams are going to be important. You see the first play blocked, and then Carvalho came in with the follow-up pass. And look at that right there to Ian Bennett. He finished it with the outside of his right foot. We've seen how important these special teams are today. Once again, we're tied.
MASL career goal number 430 for Ian Bennett, second all-time in the MASL. Ricardo Carvalho will get the assist. Like we talked about the other night, Ricardo's been a scoring machine since coming off the IR. His 7th assist and 17th point on the year. And so back to even at 5 apiece.
Well, good use of that timeout by head coach Marcio Leite to draw up a play. Get those lefties on the field.
That worked out pretty well.
Like I said, neither team has had a 2-goal lead in this game.
Ian Bennett, by the way, in his Wave career now, 499 goals. Next one will be number 500. And only as Milwaukee able to grab the lead. The Big O puts it away. It's 6-5 Wave.
Well, we saw Baltimore score 2 goals in succession earlier in the game to take the lead. And now the Wave returns the favor. As you said, it's the Big O. Oscar Flores, for sure, going to be the Rookie of the Year this year. A beautiful strike right there. A defensive attack goal as the Wave turned over the Blast in their own zone. And then a quick finish that time by Flores to give the Wave the lead.
Blast does not turn it over very much on their half of the field, but they did that time, and Flores took advantage with his 24th goal of the year, his 4th in the 2 games this weekend. He had the hat trick against Utica the other night. Alex Steinwasser racing upfield as O'Neal Fisher trying to keep him off. Now Ian Bennett over to try to help get it out of there. Eventually the Blast moves it forward. Alvarez coming back will play for Jerry Perez.
Good skill there by Perez. And a great ball.
Looking for Rabold. Cuts it back, keeps it. Well done by Richard Rabold. He had Bennett on the near side, but knew he wasn't going to be able to get it through. And now the Wave can change up with the possession. Mario Alvarez having another tremendous game today for Milwaukee. He has been outstanding this year. This one popped up. You know, you got 2 MVP candidates on this team with Sanchez and Alvarez. And very rare to have 2 guys who have showcased themselves on the same team in the same season. Ludwig.
Wave going to keep possession now, run a little clock.
Tanner Hodgson, who scored his first goal of the season today, kept it off the board. Carvalho trying to get for Ludwig broken up. And now Wellington Bernus. And
Wellington taken down, no call there.
Well, I'm not sure the officials are convinced when Wellington goes down how severe the contact is.
Good ball by Sanchez.
Correa tried to play it in, pass was deflected. Cesar gets it back. Pushed down by Patrick Thompson. Boy, unfortunately, they gave the call.
Lucky it was called because it would have been a handball on Correa.
All right, free kick for the Wave, which has scored the last 2 goals. Bennett for Sanchez. Shot is blocked as Pereira trying to track it down, but Alex Sanchez got there.
Juwan, it was a nice defensive play that time on Sanchez.
He's an all-around player. There's no question about that.
He saw that move early in the game when Sanchez scored.
No, he's definitely an all-around player. He's actually tied for 5th in the league in blocks with 27, tied with Sean Esqueda on the MASL block list. It's very, not often you see your team's top scorer, right, who's also among the league block leaders. Mike Da Silva with it. Mike, the Milwaukee area resident, coming back to play for the Wave for the first time after several years in the league. And Kevon Frater is going to
pull a blue card. Let's see if David Bascombe, he's got his challenge, right?
I believe so. Board contacts. Ian Bennett going down now. Let's see if we can get that look on the replay again. As he spilled IB in the corner.
Frater looking over at Bascombe saying that he took a dive.
You can tell Ian's not very happy about it. Well, the Blast seem they want to tell Bascombe the challenge.
And there it is.
There it is.
I think that's a Dato Neto down there. Threw the challenge flag out there.
So, we will have an MASL video review with 1:06 left to go in the contest. One other final today, the Empire Strikers.
Challenge in the blue card on the play.
Empire Strikers clinched their playoff spot with a 5-3 victory at Utica. And so next weekend will just be a matter of trying to determine playoff seeding. Well, Ian ended up in the boards, but it was he got submarined on a tackle initially against the ball. On replay, you know, I can't say it looks that bad. Although there was some, that was a little bit of a body roll there by Frater. Well, easy for me to say it doesn't look that bad up here, AK.
I thought Frater made a play on the ball.
He definitely did. But kind of, I don't know, coming through with a little bit too much emphasis, perhaps.
I like Frater's reaction. The hand on the chin.
The decision on the field is confirmed. It is a reckless tackle, 2-minute power play penalty.
All right, Drew Klimp gave us the confirmation. Reckless tackle at 13:54 of the third period.
Wave with a golden opportunity here now, leading 6-5.
Frater goes to the box for the reckless challenge. First,
and if you disagree with the call, Tom.
Yeah, exactly. So, third penalty of the contest, first against the Blast. Wave, which leads the league at, second in the league at 44% with the power play. And Baltimore, one of the better penalty killing teams, 69%.
They like to pressure out high.
Ferdinand, Flores, Carvalho. He'll wind up and blast one wide. Ricardo coming out of that near corner likes to wheel in with that left foot. Wave gets it back. Alvarez! But a little bit high and wide. Max Ferdinand, Carvalho. And Flores running through, but unfortunately couldn't get that one in target. 40 seconds in the period, 1:34 on the power play, so it would carry over to the fourth period if the Wave does not score. Escueta will track it down. Now we'll leave for Max Ferdinand as he comes off to the bench. Alvarez also getting back out there. So Ferdinand, Alvarez, Sanchez up top with Flores in the middle and Carvalho down low.
12 seconds left.
Sanchez looking in.
You know how much time's left.
Pass is broken up. Carvalho thought there was a handball, and it bounces out of play as the buzzer sounds. Wave will be on the power play for 54 seconds when we come back. Don't go anywhere, fans. Coming to the fourth quarter, it's the Wave 6, Blast 5 on MASL TV.
Oh, man, the new Milwaukee Wave gear is here. I love that. I'll take that one. Oh, hey, the new soccer ball. Hey, Brad, I'm ready to check out here. I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take one of these bags, too. How much, my friend? Ooh, okay, I got that. Right here in cold hard cash. What, is my money no good here? Oh my gosh, I totally forgot Panther Arena is cashless. Ooh, what about my Educators Credit Union Milwaukee Wave debit card? Will that work here? Awesome. You too can get your very own Educators Credit Union Milwaukee Wave debit card. Go to any of the 23 locations across southeastern Wisconsin or visit ecu.com online, and you too can become a member. What's the problem here, Brad? What do you mean decline? Scan it again, please. Oh my goodness. Educators Credit Union, achieving more together. Let's go Wave.
Save $100 on a complete pair. Wisconsin Vision. See more life.
The Ambassador, Milwaukee's landmark Art Deco hotel, is the official hotel of your Milwaukee Wave and the perfect place to meet up with family or friends before or after the game.
Hey, Andy. Hey, Abby. I see the whole band's here. Are you guys going to take the shuttle down to the game? Yeah. Love it.
Enjoy free parking and shuttle service to and from Panther Arena when you dine before the game. The Ambassador, the official hotel of your Milwaukee Wave.
Figured you want your usual.
Thank you. You know me too well.
Enjoy your pie.
For last-minute gifts, the people you hold dear, and everyone on your list. Holiday scratch games from the Wisconsin Lottery are here, with prices ranging from $1 to $20 and top prizes up to $100,000.
Great minds.
With so many games to choose from, it's easy to find gifts for everyone at your local Wisconsin Lottery retailer.
And so we come to the fourth quarter. Wave leading the Baltimore Blast 6-5. Milwaukee scoring 2 goals in a span of 47 seconds late in the fourth period. 10-11 and 10:58 to be exact to regain the lead. Wave beat the Blast 7-6 in overtime. The first time these clubs met here at the arena, that was back on December 19th, Milwaukee's home opener. And that one, you might recall, was a dramatic goal by Mario Alvarez to tie it up with about 30 seconds to go after the Wave had killed off a Baltimore power play. And then Alex Sanchez with the game winner. He capped off a 4-goal night with the OT game winner.
Well, we've seen some good ones throughout the years between these two franchises, Tom, and this one's shaping up to be another one right here.
Wave still on the power play to begin the fourth. Bouncing shot, Flores. Couldn't quite stick it in there.
Look
Blast
out.
Comes
Look
out. It's a 2-on-1 as Thompson comes in. And he chips it past Perez. Boy, I thought Jerry was going to charge out all the way, but didn't think he was going to get there on time. And then he got caught in no man's land, and Thompson chips it in to tie the game.
Not a shorthanded goal right just after the penalty expired, but the Wave power play, giving away possession. And they got counterattacked right there. We're tied at 6.
Nice run and finish by Patrick Thompson. Thompson, the 12th-year veteran, 4th year with the Blast, playing in his 212th MASL contest today. Scores his 77th career goal to go along with 52 assists. Patrick from Norfolk, Virginia. And so Thompson gets his 8th goal of the year, also has 3 assists for 11 points. Yeah, as soon as they broke out of the zone, it was, you knew it was going to be desperation time for the Wave defensively. Baltimore gets it back after the Wave kickoff. It's almost like you expect these games between the Wave and Blast to be a 1-goal affair going right down to the wire.
Yeah, neither team has had more than a 1-goal lead throughout.
Tied up at 6 right now. Porch almost able to pick the far corner.
Looking for a hat trick.
Yeah, he's got a couple so far today. Kevon Frater's got 2. Nobody for Milwaukee, a multiple goal scorer so far today. Max Ludwig, native of Stuttgart, Germany, in his 2nd season with the Wave out of UW Parkside. Max has had a fine season for Milwaukee. He's 23 Max. Max Ferdinand, of course, is 24 Max.
Yeah, transition from offense to defense is so important in this game. Majority of the goals have come off of turnovers.
Flores lets De Silva circle behind him. Alvarez, he'll crack a shot. Blocked by Williams. He felt that one, but Alvarez keeps it going. Mario coming in, shot a goal! Super Mario! His 2nd of the day, and Milwaukee leads 7-6.
Well, Alvarez got the shot that was initially blocked, and he picked up the rebound and had all day to line it up, and he drilled one into the far post. And the Wave reclaimed the lead.
2nd of the day, 21st of the season for Alvarez, who continues to extend his career highs in goals scored, assists, total points for a season. Boy, that was pretty nifty there as he played it around. I didn't see who that was, AK. We'll get a look at the finish there, though, which was outstanding.
It looked like Ospina, who blocked that shot initially. The ball popped right in the right spot for Alvarez to pick up the rebound. And all day to time his shot.
unassisted goal. And Milwaukee once again grabs a 7-6 lead. Back and forth we go. Thompson, shot blocked by Carvalho. Blast keep the zone. Sela, cut off by Stuart Grable. And now Belliard getting chased out by Correa. Rivera. Wave has been able to keep him off the board, but he has definitely scored some big goals against Milwaukee this year. Blast with some good possession right here. Still a long way to go, 11:35 in the contest. Nice crowd on hand here today, and they have seen a great game. Sela can't find anybody now, backs it up near side. Chad Porch. Bermuse, he'll roll one in, and I was going to say no problem for Perez scooping it up. He had a problem with
got underneath him.
Yeah, with Frater tumbling over him as well. Here's Alex Sanchez. Saucy with a goal today, his 30th to lead the league. Tried to work his way through, and he got the
foul
whistle.
call.
And delay a game warning also against Baltimore.
Big restart opportunity here for the Wave. Like I said, up 1.
All right, Marcio shouting out the instructions, and so Richard Rabold comes off as Bennett will touch for Sanchez. Nice move there. He turns, shoots, block, top of the area. Good block. I think that was Nico Williams. Blast have done a great job to block shots, it seems, but officially on the stat line, it was the Wave was 6 blocks, Baltimore with only 3 coming into this fourth quarter. Well, it seems like they've had a lot more than that, but I'm not the stat keeper. Nascimento, good move there to keep it away from Flores. Now Julian Rodriguez. Pressure from Sanchez.
Oh,
tried to play it back for Flores.
Had time.
Yeah, I don't think Alex realized how much time he had there. Alex Sanchez comes off. Alex Steinwasser comes on. So the Wave still without Javi Steinwasser, as well as Tony Walls, as well as Derek Huffman. Here's a try for the empty net by Carvalho. Good idea, but Rodriguez was able to get back there. All those guys trying to come back from injury. Hopefully, you'd like to see him maybe get a game in before the postseason if they are going to be available to play in the postseason. But you know that's groin, hamstring stuff, and you got to be patient with that. Sela, far side of the corner. Belliard trying to get it as Alex Steinwasser. Here's it downfield. Hopefully he's okay.
Still
he's
down.
Limping down. Up it comes Bennett. Bennett on a breakaway with Hodgson. Ian Bennett coming in with a shot.
Oh, he had Hodgson wide open. Had Hodgson to his right. Might not have seen him.
That's what I'm thinking. And now Rodriguez is down. 9:14 left to go in the contest as Julian Rodriguez shaking up a little bit. All right, let's take a look one more time. You see Ian coming in.
Yeah, he never looked, never saw him.
Hodgson was out of the screen. He was a couple of steps behind, maybe, but
he had a wide open net.
And you could see Tanner's reaction there, but
well, Ian had to concentrate on the first touch into space.
No, had he known he was there, I'm pretty sure Ian would have laid it off to him. That foul was on Mike De Silva.
Good step that time by De Silva.
Mike primarily a forward during his previous years in the league with Kansas City and Baltimore and Harrisburg, but he has been playing a lot on the D for Milwaukee and done a good job.
Frater winning the battle along the boards.
Wave leading by 1. And we're going to go pushing foul on Frater against Sean Escueta. Difference in the game, Mario Alvarez, his second goal of the match. His 21st of the year unassisted at .225. So we got the old 6-7 scoreline here. Seems like we've had that a lot this season. Flores keeps it alive. Oh! Attempt on the bicycle by Carvalho. Would have been spectacular. Perez steps out to get it. Correa will backheel to Alvarez. Up ahead, Flores, little header, Alex Steinwasser coming through. Backheel for Carvalho, but good deep by Patrick Thompson to cut him off. Alex gets it back, Alex Steinwasser.
Good use of the body that time by Alex.
Right. Now Correa, as he tentatively dribbles forward, leaves it back. Alvarez. Mario looking for Flores. But he's
going to call a foul on Flores for backing in to defender.
Trying to hold off Omar Sila there.
Let him play, Kyle. Let him play.
Good job by Grable to break that one up. Hodgson, though, has it poked away from behind. And now Bermuse coming in. And his shot is deflected out of play. I think it's going to be a corner kick for Baltimore.
Good save that time by Jerry Perez.
All right, we've got our immediate timeout. 6:57 left to go here at the arena. It's the Wave 7.
My dog, Georgette, was diagnosed with cancer. After her treatment, we would pass Chick-fil-A. I started seeing Mr. Brian often. She would get her little treat of whipped cream.
We recognize each other, Georgette and I do. That particular day, Elaine pulls up. She said, Georgette is cancer-free.
I came around the corner with Georgette in my car, saw all the employees out there just like clapping and cheering. I started getting really emotional because I was just like, that's so nice.
We love all our customers that come through. This one just happens to have 4 legs. Congratulations, Georgette.
The Ambassador, Milwaukee's landmark Art Deco hotel, is the official hotel of your Milwaukee Wave and the perfect place to meet up with family or friends before or after the game.
Hey, Abby. I see the whole family's here. Are you guys going to take the shuttle down to the game? Yeah. Love it.
Enjoy free parking and shuttle service to and from Panther Arena when you dine before the game. The Ambassador, the official hotel of your Milwaukee Wave.
So you see the Waves' next game coming up a week from today. 2 o'clock. It'll be an hour earlier, 2 o'clock Central Time than today's start. Trying to center off the corner kick and the Wave break it up. And I believe we're going to get a foul against Baltimore. Contact with the goalkeeper, Jerry Perez, who went down. So again, for you fans who are wondering, Willie B came out of the lineup. There was apparently not an injury situation. We weren't sure at the time when Perez replaced him earlier in the contest. And I think Marcio Leite, I'm sure, wanted to get Jerry Perez a little more playing time if he could, but that's you talk about getting thrown into the fire of this game.
Perez has played well since he's come on.
Frater, shot, save, Perez, although he had to use his chin to do it. And, oh, man, he is conked out
Kyle
there.
Trimble stopped the play immediately because Perez got hit in the face. Unfortunate for Baltimore.
He took that one right in the face.
I think
Check
it was Porch who collected it. And had
Whoa! That's about as smacked in the face as you're going to get with a shot. And Willie Bonahenne has now put the jersey back on, and so he's coming back in. And I don't, obviously, even if hopefully Jerry nothing serious, I don't think they're going to want to keep him in there the rest of this game with 6.5 minutes to go. We've seen some tough ones over the year. I remember Art, I can't remember if it was the playoffs, regular season game, but Chris Jarr one time unloaded with Otto Orff in the net. And boy, Otto went down like a shot. And again, fortunately he was okay, but that was probably about as tough of a facial save as I've ever seen a goalkeeper. This one would have to rate right up there.
I took a free kick from Michael Richardson, the Red Rocket, right in the nose.
Wow, that couldn't have felt very good. Not if the Red Rocket hit it like he was accustomed to. Who was it, AK, back in as Jerry Perez looks like he's going to be okay, getting a nice ovation. Boy, Jerry's been such a fine addition to this team as not only a regular goalkeeper, but an attacking goalkeeper for the Wave. And we hope he's going to be okay. Who was it you faced the PK against at one time? It seemed like your life was maybe hanging in the balance.
Helmut Dudek. Another lefty that
could hammer the ball a bit.
Oh yeah, yep.
Did he score on that one?
Oh yeah, he did. I got out of the way.
Well, I don't play. That's why we still got you here.
You dive to pick a corner on a penalty kick. I dove to get out of the way.
All right, free kick, Baltimore, in it comes. Wave defense trying to react. Oh, what a play there. Big time conversion by the Blast. Chad Porch, he's got the hat trick off a nice pass. Beautifully executed by the Blast, and we are tied at 7 apiece. Well, welcome back to the game, William Bonahenne.
Yep, another restart goal. As we said, the special teams, how important they were going to be in this one in deciding the outcome. And a restart goal for the Blast ties it up at 7.
8:33, the time of the goal. Well, Porch has been swinging for the fences today, AK, and he's got the hat trick. And back to even. Boy, what a ball game we've got here. One of the best this season, no doubt about it. So there'll be no 6-7 final scoring line today. Alvarez, left footer deflected in! The rabble rouser! And Milwaukee back on top 8-7.
I couldn't tell whether that ball deflected off a rabble and went in or if it was Alvarez who got it himself. They're announcing Rabble with the goal, but he was at the far post and didn't take long for the Wave to retake the lead here. Saw Alvarez isolating, and then it looked like Rabble.
Super Mario with his first assist of the day. He's also had 2 goals.
Marco Nascimento just caught flat-footed at the far post. Rabble stepped right in front of him.
Boy, how about that Richard Rabble? 4th goal of the season. He had an assist earlier today on the opening goal by Sanchez. So 4 goals, 3 assists, 7 points in just 4 games. And the seesaw continues here at Panther Arena. We haven't seen a ton of high-scoring shootouts between these teams, at least here in Milwaukee.
Oh, this is normally a defensive game when these two teams play.
Bermuse off the inboard. Steinwasser able to chip that one away. Well, when the Blast goes on the road, they usually don't get in too much a lot of high-tempo games. And a bit surprised considering their arduous travel after playing last night in KC and then hopping on the bus coming here today. They didn't roll in until 8 a.m.
A foul on De Silva, another last restart.
Another good restart chance here for Baltimore. Well, you cannot keep giving these guys good restart opportunities.
David Bascom may want to take a timeout here.
Still got 5:03 to go, but a great chance here again for the Blast. And it comes, shot and a goal. Pereira with authority on that one. I'll tell you, Willie B has not had good luck coming back into these games in the fourth quarter. Remember against St. Louis, he came on and a couple of Wave turnovers, and St. Louis pounded in 3 goals, and now same thing here today, a couple of goals as soon as he had to come back in the game.
Wave restart team having a tough night. And that was Silla picked up another assist, his second assist, got 1 on the restart, 1 on the power play.
9:59 as the Blast is just restarting its way back into this contest. Pereira with his 2nd of the match, his 26th of the year. And I think he's going to garner some MVP consideration. Sanchez with a thought. Good save by Rodriguez, and Sanchez.
Close right there.
Foul. Yeah, and you know what? I thought somebody was going to pull the blue card out.
David Bascom racing down the bench, chasing after Kyle Trimble. Looking for a blue card.
Now there was at least 1 Wave defender back, but that was a pretty intentional grasp to put the guy down by Sanchez. So the Blast again with it. Well, whatever they need to do, they've been doing this year, Baltimore. If they need to out-defend people, they can do it. If they need to outscore people, they can do it.
And they won 5 in a row on the road before they lost to Kansas City. In 3 of those games, they scored in the last 2 minutes of the game to claim victory.
3 consecutive 5-4 victories, or 3 out of 4. That ball sent across the face of the goal. Nobody there except Ian Bennett out near the point. Ian is going to get called, I believe, for pushing down Chad Porch.
8-8.
Wave has put up 25 goals this weekend. Baltimore 13. Rodriguez pressured by Grable. Chad Porch. Porch from Wilmington, Delaware. And you know where he started his college career, AK?
No, do tell me.
High Point University, which of course a lot of Wisconsin sports fans are now familiar with after they beat the Badgers in the NCAA basketball tournament. High Point, North Carolina. Nice town down there in the Triad area, I believe it is. The High Point Panthers. So Chad played for them initially, and then he transferred to Delaware to play for the Blue Hens, and then began his pro career after that. Now Frater. He's got 2 markers today, sends it Boss far side back down the middle, and a good defensive play by Esqueda to shut him off with Steinwasser.
Oh, giveaway now by Grable, and they had to get changes. They've been on the field for a long time.
2:20 and counting as we come down the stretch here in Milwaukee. Now, bad pass. Steinwasser takes it away. Steinwasser and Ian Bennett over to IB, but Porch hustles back to get it. Boy, Chad Porch, he is everywhere as Wave almost got it back. Max trying to hold off Frater, but Frater's got the size advantage there. Impressed with the effort of both teams today. They have put on quite a show for the fans and everybody else tuned in here on MASL TV. Hope you've enjoyed the action. Still 1 game on the slate coming up. A little bit later tonight, it'll be St. Louis at San Diego. That should be a good battle at Burnt Wave Arena.
You know, there's a big points on the line here, too. If they take it to overtime, the Blast has the tiebreaker in the regular season over the Wave. The Blast would have one more game left at home.
Shot
the Wave has Utica at home.
Well, Blast would have 6 points against the Wave. Even if the Wave won in OT, the Wave would only get 4 against Baltimore. 8 points. Blast would have 8 points against the Wave. Thompson, well, I don't know, that looked pretty close to a handball there as Esqueda was trying to knock it upfield. Rivera. Oh, we just missed near post. Mello wanted it in the middle. 40 seconds to go. Thompson off the end board. De Silva able to sweep it away. Now Flores and Sanchez coming forward. Flores!
Oh my! What a strike! Holy cow!
Bosa! Milwaukee leads at 9-8. That might be your goal of the season.
That was for the Wave, the goal of the season for the Wave. 29.3 seconds left, and Oscar Flores with a screamer that caught Rodriguez by surprise, and the Wave takes the lead. Holy cow.
A rip and dipper off the far post. What a goal by Flores.
And this crowd is going crazy here at Panther Arena.
His 5th goal in the last 2 home games. He had the hat trick here the other night. And if there's one highlight that's going to show for the MASL Newcomer of the Year, Art, I got to believe that's the one right there.
Wow, this guy is sensational.
25 goals on the season now.
He's done it all year long.
Timeout on the field. Blast will come back with the 6th attacker. Mello has donned the faded red jersey. You know, he was wearing that last night against Kansas City with the red uniforms, which...
Well, yeah, and now you got Baltimore with red jersey, red uniforms on too.
But at least now you'll be able to... You won't be confused with the opposition, but... yeah, Flores, he has had a lot of highlights this year, AK. I'm not sure anything can exceed that. That was really something. Game-winning goal from about 70 feet out with 29 seconds left to go.
And here comes another special team situation. Baltimore has done it all game long, scoring on these special team situations. Power play, shootout, restarts. And they've got another chance here on the 6th attacker. Hopefully Flores didn't score too early, Tom.
Yeah, I should correct. I said game winning. I said game leading. This game is far from over here.
The Wave's got to show pressure. You don't want to let this team come at you.
Empty net to the left as we look at it. Mello, the extra attacker, on the near board. Esqueda knocked it away. Steinwasser battling along with Correa, but Baltimore retains. Chipped in off the end board. Ooh, they almost had a chance there. Sela keeps it alive. Sent back through the...
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh.
With 9 seconds to go.
Ball just bouncing around. Baltimore throwing numbers into the box. Mello took the initial shot. Now he should take that jersey off. What a game here this afternoon.
So, looks like we may be headed for overtime. You never know the way this one's going. Heartbreak for now for the Wave. Alvarez sending it long. Rodriguez chips it away. Carvalho almost had a board crawler sneak in there, but that will do it for regulation. The Blast tied up. Boy, what a eventful final minute of play we had in regulation. So we will take a break and come back with OT. Milwaukee 9, Baltimore 9 on MASL TV.
And the new Milwaukee Wave gear is here. I love that. I'll take that one. Oh, hey, the new soccer ball. Hey, Brad, I'm ready to check out here. I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take one of these bags, too. How much, my friend? Ooh, okay, I got that. Right here in cold hard cash. What, is my money no good here? Oh my gosh, I totally forgot Panther Arena is cashless. Ooh, what about my Educators Credit Union Milwaukee Wave debit card? Will that work here? Awesome. You too can get your very own Educators Credit Union Milwaukee Wave debit card. Go to any of the 23 locations across southeastern Wisconsin or visit ecu.com online, and you too can become a member. What's the problem here, Brad? What do you mean decline? Scan it again, please. Oh my goodness. Educators Credit Union, achieving more together. Let's go Wave.
Save $100 on a complete pair. Wisconsin Vision. See more life.
And so we will go to overtime to determine the winner of this contest.
And that was Chad Porch with his fourth goal of the afternoon from Mello. And that was, this next point could still potentially be big, Tom, but with one game, if the Wave picks up this victory, they will be tied in points with Baltimore, each with one game to play. Baltimore's got a home game. Milwaukee's got a home game. If the two teams end up tied, Baltimore wins the tiebreaker against the Wave. So that could come into play. This one still needs to be decided here. Top of the arc restart for the Wave. Good opportunity.
Here's Alvarez. They work it around. Rommel sends it across. Didn't have much of an angle after the double pass. A heck of a pass there by Carvalho, the wraparound pass. Sanchez, who was the hero last time these teams played in overtime here in Milwaukee, back on December 19th. Carvalho got around. Ricardo coming in off the inboard. Now Alvarez! Save made by Rodriguez! And he's holding his right shoulder. Breakaway. Pereira chased by Sanchez. And he kind of mishit it.
He tried to take something off there and fool Bonahenne. What a game.
What a ball game here today. No doubt about it, AK. We've seen a lot of great battles between the Wave and the Blast over the years. This one's got a rate right up there with them. Teams have been battling since 1992-93 when the Baltimore franchise became known as the Spirit. Alvarez shot just wide. Mario not missing by much in his bid for a third goal of the game. Max trying to dig it out with Correa. Eventually out at midfield. Flores with it. Oh, he tried to played off the boards and he inadvertently put it in.
You know what a lot of folks in Charm City were saying when that goal went in? Hail yeah! Hail yeah!
Hell yeah. Ed Hale, the Baltimore owner, Maryland gubernatorial candidate.
Well, he was born and raised in Baltimore. He's Baltimore's own. Nobody has more pride in that city than Ed Hale.
No, absolutely. If there's anybody who's going to help that city get turned around, it would be Ed Hale. Alvarez, but Baltimore quickly got back defensively.
Well, he's been a lifelong Democrat, and now he's switched over to the Republican Party, and he said that he likes to vote for a winner, that he likes to associate himself with a winner.
Max trying to come to the near board, still coming. Rolls it in. Ball was deflected in front. Chad Porch, doesn't this guy ever run out of energy? Bermuse, look out, they got overlapping. Saved by Willie B. Oh, but he punched it right back out to Porch, who missed it, and Sanchez clears. Now Steinwasser trying to get it at midfield, but Pereira was there. Boy, great save there by Willie Badahene to keep this game going. Second last game of the regular season for both teams here. They'll both be in the Ron Newman Cup playoffs. Baltimore will host Tacoma on Saturday for their regular season closer. Milwaukee will host Utica here Sunday for theirs. Shot driven wide right. Sela just missing the far post.
Hand save there by Badahene, by the way, on Sela.
So just got a piece of it, enough to steer it away. Sela posting up as Alvarez has him wrapped up there. Back out it comes as Melo's shot was off the mark. Baltimore keeping control. Sela off the post. Oh, did he have a great chance to finish?
And he can't believe that he missed the target on that one.
Wow.
You wouldn't know that this team traveled all night and then got in at 8 in the morning, Tom, would you?
No, absolutely not.
Heart of a champion right here.
Led by their coach, Anua Abasi, in his 5th season. Flores! There is your hero! Oscar Flores caps it off. Milwaukee wins it 10-9 in overtime.
What a game for Oscar Flores. What a game by these two franchises, man. 10-9 thriller.
This has got to be one of the games of the year, Art, no question about it. And here's the overtime game winner, Oscar Flores, the Big O, the rookie from Venezuela by way of Chicago. You talk about a great week for him, celebrating Venezuela's baseball victory in the World Baseball Classic, and then coming back with back-to-back hat tricks to help lead the Wave to victory in each of these past 2 home games.
Yeah, 3 goals and an assist on the night for Flores, 4 goals for Chad Porch. Both teams take home points in this one.
Well, again, you don't want to take off the excitement of the Wave victory, but unfortunately, a regulation win would have been much more.
Could potentially be used. Now we're going to have to wait and see what these other teams do. Big matchup coming on later up tonight with St. Louis and San Diego.
Out of the Front Wave Arena in San Diego, California. We're going to be standing by for our post-game interview. Van McNeil will talk with our PCI Construction hardest working player. So we'll see who they round up for this. Fans enjoying the aftermath, though, save for those two Blast fans.
I think we know who the hardest working player is going to be. It's got to be Oscar Flores.
Well, let's see who the hardest working interpreter is then to go with. And last time he had Alex Sanchez, which was kind of entertaining. So let's see who they anoint, perhaps, to help him out here. Cesar Correa, maybe. going to give it a shot this time. All right, let's still stand by. You got Zimmerman. All right, let's send it down to Van McNeil.
Whew. Oh my goodness, what a thriller here in Milwaukee. This is what the Major Arena Soccer League is all about. This rivalry game with the Wave coming up on top. Our hardest working player of the game, thank you, Scotty. Let's put it on Mr. Oscar Flores. Oh my goodness, the game-winning goal. How's it feel?
Bien, bien, muy contento. La verdad que queríamos los 3 puntos, pero bueno, gracias a Dios se pudo ganar en el overtime y nada, gracias a todos los que vinieron a vernos y nada, esperemos seguir compitiendo de la mejor manera para el campeonato.
Yeah, going for the 3 points, right, and continuing. Yep, hold on 1 second. Wait 1 second, right here.
We don't give game balls out very often, but today, Oscar, hey, thank you.
Our president, thank you, Sean, Mr. Sean Amini. All right, game ball. I mean, that's a big deal, that game-winning goal. So, I know we were going for the 3 points. We still get the win. Possibly tied for first here against Baltimore. We keep competing. We got 1 more regular season game here, Utica next Sunday. That's a must-win too, no?
Seguimos compitiendo, que queremos los 3 puntos, no se consiguió, pero el próximo partido queremos los 3 puntos para seguir en primer lugar.
Sí, absoluto. Vamos a seguir trabajando de la mejor manera porque queremos el campeonato con respeto a los demás equipos, pero a los que nos vinieron a ver, que confíen en nosotros, que vamos a trabajar por el campeonato. Muchas gracias.
You gotta work hard. Gonna keep this going. You said you were translating, Caesar.
Too fast. He spoke too fast.
He spoke too fast. All right, we're gonna keep this going. We're gonna keep the competition going. Number 16, ladies and gentlemen, Oscar Flores, your PCI hardest working player of the game. All right, back up to Tom and Art. Oh my goodness, I gotta go take a seat. Whew.
All right, thanks, guys. He speaks too fast for interpretation.
Somebody get that man a translator, man. Come on.
So we've tried Alex Sanchez. We've tried Cesar Correa. There's got to be somebody. We have to bring somebody out of the stands next time to. Oh, that was something, AK. So, again, our final score today in overtime: Milwaukee defeats the Baltimore Blast 10-9. So the Wave puts up 27 points in 2 games this weekend to take a total of 5 points. 3 in regulation win on Friday, 2 in the overtime win here. Baltimore does get a point for the overtime loss. It is the 3rd overtime loss of the year for the Blast. They are now 2-3. And the Wave picks up its 4th overtime victory. They have dropped 2 in the extra session. Milwaukee now with 169 goals to lead the MASL.
Yeah. I'm not sure Baltimore even knows how big that tying goal and that 1 point is in the standings. I mean,
they'll probably realize it soon.
It's huge. It's huge.
I would think so. The Blast goes to 13-7-3 for a total of 40 points. They'll finish the road schedule at 6-4-2. The Wave improves to 14-7-2 for 40 points. So both the Wave and Blast right now currently tied for first. San Diego and Kansas City are tied for second place, 38 points. The one key is for the Sockers, they have an extra game in hand. They've only played 21 games at 13-6-2. So Sockers hosting St. Louis, which also has 3 games remaining going in tonight's game. Like you said, Art, that is a huge matchup out in California. And again, we're going to go right down to the final day, a week from Sunday, the final day of the regular season, to see exactly how the top 5 spots finish. Empire beating Utica today. In Utica, they've clinched the 6th spot. They can't move up. They're locked in the 6th spot. But spots 1 through 5 still very much up in the air. So, again, great stuff today. Hope everybody enjoyed it. As you look at some of the highlights, final game coming up here for Milwaukee, final regular season game. A week from today, 2 p.m. Central Time. Again, the Blast will finish their season on Saturday. against the Tacoma Stars. And then we'll look forward to the Ron Newman Cup playoffs. So, any final thoughts, Art Kramer?
No, I'm just looking at the standings and trying to figure it all out. It's, you know, a great win by the Wave. Let's just leave it at that, and we'll do the math later.
Waves does end up splitting the season series as far as games winning 2, losing 2 to Baltimore, but both the Waves overtime wins against the Blast. The Blast had 2 regulation wins against Milwaukee in Baltimore. My thanks to the production crew for the usual outstanding job. Our producer Ian Thompson, our audio man Corey DeWitt, and of course for the legend and Wave Hall of Famer Art Kramer. Tom Wynn wishing you a good one. Again, our final score here today in overtime, Milwaukee 10, Baltimore 9 on MASL TV.